Well, hi everybody. She's just stay-at-home grandma, and I'm on just a little early. And I was going to bring you some Christmas stuff, but the workmen. I had everything on the table, and the workmen came and they decided that they were going to redo my floor because it wasn't looking very good. So they moved everything out of the kitchen and painted the floor. So I moved everything back. So it looks a whole lot better. It does. But I came on just to say, what happened because I can't find it. I think I know where it is, but I'm having a yard sale anyway, so I'm going to go through all the stuff. Just as I get part of the art room straightened out, they put everything back in there again. So, and now they got to go do the deck next week. So, hey, anyhow, I'm just on to tell you, some different things. So, I'm going to do some gift making for people, things like that. And then I'm going to do things like spices that you can give to people, things like making your own vanilla extract, um, and things like that for Christmas gifts. And I made mine to July and August because I'm 2 weeks late, to doing it and stuff like that. So that you can come on and if you want, because I'm going to do it on StreamYard, so you can come in live and, if you want to do it with me on StreamYard, that's good, and bring your own crafts and stuff like that. And they're real easy and they make really good Christmas presents, I think, anyway, So anyway, let me see, what was I going to, I was going to tell you, oh, so I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow, get my checkup, but I'm doing good. There's so many things going on, and I wish that they would just be done with this house. Okay. And like I said, I will tell you the story of, well, you know how I got here. Well, you know how I got there to the other house and then got home and stuff like that. But after everything is done and after everything is, I'll tell you the whole story. I just don't want to talk about anybody right now. I mean, the worker that they have now, he's fantastic. His name is John, and he does everything. He put up my shutters, and he actually builds shutters for me because I got the bright idea. So did that I was going to, and I'm going to do. Hey, be okay. How you doing? I got the bright idea because I wanted like built shutters, and stuff like that from scratch. So I'm going to paint them myself, and then I am going to put decoupage pictures of the grandkids and stuff like that. And I told my granddaughter that when I go, which I will go at some point, when it, because they're going to keep the house and everything like that. I said, if you can take them down, you put them in your house, whatever. You cooking that? Well, see, I guess our time frames are different. I'm so sorry, because I didn't do it Tuesday because I didn't want to bump heads with you. You know what I mean? And then I was going to do the whole, I had a whole thing set up, but then they came, moved the table out. I know, because I was just looking at yours before, just earlier. And they moved my table out. They moved, okay. I got to show you the picture of the kitchen, but I'm going to do it on my phone, and I'm going to actually tape it upstairs and then put it on later, because I finished the shoe. Whatever. Sorry, I can't even think. They woke me up. Oh, okay, all right, okay, and see, it's 8 p.m. here. Okay, so that's what's happening. I'll try to figure it out. Because I hate messing with any. What you cooking for dinner? So, the shoe rack is done and everything like that. So I'm going to show you my bedroom and the living room upstairs because those are partially finished. And then I'm going to show you the shutters that he made for me so that I can paint them and do whatever, put some little trimming on it and stuff like that. I have ideas for it. I was like looking at it and I said, no, I just don't want I'm weird, I guess. No, you would understand me, be okay, because we're not weird. We're artists and we think with an artist's brain. You know what I mean? And so I just didn't want shutters. anybody can put up shutters. I wanted something that when people came in and looked at it, they'll see the pictures. Now I have to decide. I know you must be. All right. I have to decide whether I want black and white or color or both. Okay. And I'm going to go, when I leave the doctor's tomorrow, my husband and I are going to go over to Walgreens to ask about pictures and stuff like that. So we'll see. But anyway, I guess I don't even care. Excuse me. I have been weird all my life, but in a good way. You know what I mean? I have, I don't know. My father died when I was a kid. So my mother and I were talking one day, and my mother says to me, she says, you have to pick your own life, and you have to make your own way, and you have to not take any foolishness and not do everything that everybody else wants you to do, but what you want to do. Okay. And she said, I'll find that if you do that and you pick your own way and everything like that, that you won't get in too much trouble. Because I'm going to be gone a lot and stuff like that. So blueberry pancakes and fried chicken. I'm coming over. Getting in the car now. No. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Well, we had takeout today. We've had takeout for 2 days in a row because we've been working on the house and trying to put things back together again. So once they get finished with that, they got to paint the front and everything like that. The house next door is still boarded up, and I don't know whether they're selling it. I have to talk to the mayor tomorrow, but it is what it is. It just is what it is, and every day is a gift as far as I'm concerned. So I wake up going, what are we going to do today? And today, what did I do? Well, I moved back the furniture in here. I cleaned up upstairs a little bit, and stuff like that. So, I'm just trying to get my room organized. So I told them today, because they, let me tell you what they did. Okay. They put blinds in my bedroom. I hate blinds. Ugh. So I told my husband today, I asked him very nice. I said, can we take the blinds down? And when we go to the doctor's, since Home Depot is right around the corner, I'm going to get some curtain rods with hooks and everything like that, because I have half curtains. I've had half curtains forever, and I like the sunlight coming in my room. So he said, yeah, he'll do that for me tomorrow. You love my spirit. I love your spirit. Let me tell you, you are amazing. I mean, the girls that are with you, that do all the crafts and stuff like that, I haven't really got into them because I've just been so busy. The 4th of July came and went, and everybody was here, and I had all my stuff cooked and everything like that. And everybody bought a dish, they usually do. We could not go out on the deck because the deck was still, off limits right now, because it's got a few things on there, and then they have to put some new boards and some new stairs. When the firemen came, I mean, they really did not do damage to my house the way that they did. Well, the other house next door started first. And so, but the hoses are so heavy that, it broke down some of the boards and stuff like that. So they were out there today nailing in and everything. So they have to get some new boards. And then of course the front, they got to paint the front steps, not the steps, but the banister and everything like that. So it is what it is. But I love what you do. I love what all of those young ladies do with you. I like everybody. There's a few people on here that are crafters that I like their crafts, but I have to turn off their talking because they just completely talk. And it's not, okay, so it's not meaningful talk. You know what I mean? You talk about things that are happening, and you talk about, your art and everything like that. And lots of times you're silent, and I just am in my silence doing something, watching you. And I appreciate anybody that can take something that's broken, folded, spindled, mutilated, and turn it into something, And I think when I first started this years ago, I was a teenager when I first started DIYs. Didn't even know what they were called then. Don't even know when they got the name. But I would see things and bring it home, and my mother would go, "Oh, here we go again." But see, and then I would fix it, and she would go, "That's really pretty. Was that wasn't?" And I say, "Yes, it was." So after a couple of times, she just didn't say anything. The only thing she would tell me when she left the house was, "Do not take anything apart in my house that you can't put back together again." And I said, "Well, no," because I said all your stuff, is working and stuff like that. I like broken things and whatever. I remember one time I had nothing better to do, and that's when the majority of shower curtains were plastic, and my mother was going to throw out the shower curtain because somehow or other one of the rings broke. And I said, "No, let me have it." She said, "And what, pray tell, are you going to do with it?" I said, "I don't know, but I'll do something." She said, "Okay, all right, knock yourself out." Because my mother was a nurse and she delivered babies and stuff like that. So she was always at work, especially after my father died, because like she told me, it's just me and you against the wind. So I made myself a nice rain cape with a hood. Went to school one day and everybody's like, "Where'd you get that? That is so sharp. Where'd you get it at?" I said, "I made it." "Make me one." I said, "Nope, nope, I don't have time. I have enough time to do things for me, and I don't even have that kind of time because I have homework. I have cheerleading practice, I have piano, all those kinds of things that you do when you're young." Really? Really? Yeah, my mother delivered babies. My mother actually was an LPN, not an RN. And they actually, I don't know how I don't remember everything that happened, but I remember that they were saying, that, she could come in and she could go and deliver the babies and stuff like that. And I remember going with her one time. And I was 13 at the time. And she went to somebody's house to deliver a baby. We come from Massachusetts, so it was legal there. It's legal now, I think, everywhere, but it wasn't legal in certain states, mostly like the Midwest and Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine, and New Hampshire. And I don't think Connecticut it was legal. I'm not sure, but anyway. So, all right. See, because it's probably very pretty. And so, because when I go upstairs and I take the pictures and stuff like that, when of my bedroom and stuff like that, I have some curtains on my chair up there, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do with them, whether I want to actually hang them again or make something out of them because the material is so pretty. It's orange. It's really pretty. But anyway, so I'm 13, and I said, "Mom, I want to go with you. I want to help you deliver the baby." My mother says, "I don't think you're ready for that yet." I said, "Mom, I'm 13." Okay. She says, "Okay, come on." That woman started screaming, and I started crying. And my mother said, "Go out of the room, D." So I did. I took my, I always had a book with me or something. So I'm in the room, and she's screaming, and I'm crying and reading and crying and reading. And after my mother delivered, 2 or 3 hours after my mother was finished and everything like that, my mother said, "Come on, let's go have a soda." So she said, "So I guess it's easy to say that nursing is not going to be your calling." I said, "I don't think so. I've never really thought about it. I think I want to teach. That's what I want to do. Or I want to cook." My mother said, "Well, no, you're not cooking. No." Because we had like the regular schools that they have now where you could go in and you could take cooking classes and regular classes and all that. No, my mother said, "You're not cooking." Absolutely not. So she said, "So teaching might be the best thing for you." And it was, but why I didn't go to art school, I don't know. But then when she was talking to me, she says, "But all right, the only thing that I was upset about was the fact that you were crying and she was screaming, and it just made matters worse." And I said, "That's why I was sent out the room, of course, and stuff like that." And I kept my crying to myself after that, but I never asked to go back again. Well, everybody is not made for kids. Some people have them, and first I was a school teacher, and then I was a school counselor for elementary school, and I would always like wonder why this particular person had kids because it was just so. There's not even a word for it. Some of them. So I mean, if you don't have any kids, that's fine. Everybody doesn't have kids. Some people don't need them. I'm sure if you had them, you would be very, very good for them, because you're artistic and everything like that. And my kids love that. Okay. And my daughter is also very artistic. It might not have sailed. I'm just saying. Might not have sailed. I had a girlfriend that had a baby at 48 years old. And we're both 70. She's 77 and I'm 76. So it could happen. I'm just saying, but I don't wish that on you. I don't wish that on you. Not at 45 years old. I'm sorry. Okay. 45 years old. I was teaching at the college when I came here at 40 years old. I came to Delaware at 40 years old and I got a job teaching at a college. That's another story for another time. But I was teaching at the college and I was doing different things and my husband and I were doing different things and stuff like that. And it was so freeing. No kids. I love my kids, don't get me wrong. But I was so happy when I came here and it was just me for a while. And then I met my husband and it was him. And it was his daughter. She was 10 years old when I got her. But not the same thing as your kids. You know what I mean? And then, they all eventually came here and rented houses and stuff like that. So I got one daughter over there and my first grandchild is down the street, and my two younger grandchildren, well, my youngest grandchild is now 18 and driving and drives me around, and we call it driving Miss Grandma. But I love kids, but the thing that I like now is the silence. My husband has his own room. I have mine. And if you can hear right now, no noise. Okay. It was fun when they were little. But as they got bigger and they got bigger, because I'm an Aries and I'm a loner. I mean, I have friends. Yeah, if it's not your thing, it's wonderful to admit it, rather than to go ahead and do something and then regret it. You know what I mean? I had several friends. One of my friends is dead now, but she never wanted any kids. She never wanted to be married. Never thought about it. She said that is just not in the cards for her. And when she died, and she didn't die alone or anything like that. She wasn't like a miserable old woman or anything like that. She was in fact, she was the life of the party, but she was a good friend. She was good to my kids because she was one of the kids' godmothers. But every Christmas and birthday and Thanksgiving and Hanukkah and whatever house she could think of, she would come over and she would bring things and, we would cook and stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, it is good for fire signs. My husband's a Pisces. He's not a fire sign. So it took him a little, but see, I was also a Vietnam vet. So he has PTSDs. So I convinced him, I said, because he would get up, he would have nightmares and get up. And, the older you get, then you realize that stuff haunts you even more. So, I said, first he used to sleep in the den. And then I said, why don't you? And my art room was on the top floor. So I said, why don't you take the top floor? It's a whole long room and everything like that. You have your television and that whatever else. So he's been up there for years now. Okay. And we enjoy it. And I had a stroke. So some days are better than others, and sometimes I'm really stiff and stuff like that. So I like the bed to myself. my youngest great grandchild, she's 11. Well, she was 10 then. Came over one day and got all in the other house that we were staying in, all the rooms in that house. Right? She had to come in my room. I'm sleeping with you. Hey, Ola Joe, how are you? I'm coming back. We have been trying to get everything unpacked and everything like that. So I'm stabilizing, Ola Joe. Thank you. Love you. And I'll be back next week. I've been watching little by little, getting myself back into the pattern of watching. And like I said, I was going to do some gifts tonight, but we still had workmen in. And like I said, that's a story for another time, but I will tell you, about it. And you will laugh with me. But I'm just glad to be back home. So, like I said, I've got the kitchen. I had the kitchen all organized and everything. They moved everything out of the kitchen because they had to do my floor over. So now, hopefully, it looks nice, because they put an earthing cover over it so that, yeah, they are. Ola Joe. I mean, I don't let anything bother me. I think you know this because of the fire and stuff like that. I just said, well, because we stayed in a hotel for a month and then we got a house right in the same vicinity of where we live, at a nice house. But, I'm glad to be home. Oh, the way I have them, they, you know where they came from? The dollar store. And I put all that up there because my doctor told me, she gave me some advice a long time ago when I first had the stroke, is to keep things out, mark things like all of these canisters and stuff behind me that we can't see them. But all my canisters are marked and everything like that, like flour, sugar, whatever, and everything like that. And of course, I took the time to cover them and things like that. But I it's so much easier when it's out and I can visualize it. But those blue bows right there, I got at the dollar store. They are pretty. That's why I bought them. No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm going tomorrow after I come from the doctor's. So yeah, we're going tomorrow because I got to get a few things anyway and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going tomorrow. That's for sure. Anybody want to come on? I forgot I'm in StreamYard. You can come on if you want to. You want to come on, Ola Joe? So anyway, Ola Joe, as I was saying, right, they moved all my stuff that I had on the table to do. So, I just didn't, but I wanted to come on and just tell everybody. But I'm doing Christmas gifts in July and August. So that will be good. Because I just want to I have a lot of things I have written out and everything like that. Really? Okay, I'll look for it. Because sometimes some Dollar Trees have some things and don't have other things. So you have to get like 2 or 3 of them. But I got to go. I know I got to go to Walgreens to go talk about these pictures and things because I want to put my mother and my father, the grandkids and everything on my shutters. So it should be good. And now what's going to do? Oh, okay. All right, how's Mr. Sailor doing? Yes. I don't, my crafts are kind of, I don't do I might do one Christmas object because I don't do much decorating anymore because the kids grew out of it, you know? Yeah, I know you do, Ola Joe. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? What's up? I know you do, Ola Joe. And that's good that you keep up with it and stuff like that. You take very good care of your husband. You really, really do. And he deserves it. I know he does. Tiffany, how's Michael? Oh, okay. All right. Yep, you gotta keep on keeping on, Ola Joe. You know. But I mean, like I said, I'm gonna do some Christmas things. I might do like one Christmas tree. Yes, it is. It is. My husband was sick for quite some time. He's much better now, but when it's frustrating too. Yeah, I'm so glad he's back to work. Yes, it does. It does. But I mean, in reverse, he was taking care of me. When I had the stroke because I could talk. The doctors are so funny because they have no what I call home training. Because the doctor said right in front of me, I guess he thought I was in a coma or something, and I was very wide awake. He said to my husband, "Well, she might not be able to walk again. She might not be able to talk. If she has a singing voice, that's gone." And so he said, "Yeah." My husband said, "Yeah, I don't think she's going to sing again." He said, and I really, I think that's what really catapulted me into trying to get well, because I went in on a Friday. I went home on a Monday. Okay. Yeah, I want you to Ola Joe too. Okay. I want to like interview you all too and stuff like that and talk about what you're doing. And because Ola Joe, have you seen Ola Joe's crocheting? Do you crochet? Be okay? Because I knit, but I'm going to learn how to crochet. I am. I'm joining the crochet club. I joined the sewing club and meets once a month at the library because I bought a sewing machine. I'm getting back into what I like. So, Ola Joe, your crocheting is second to none. I mean, it is fantastic. All I want to do is crochet some doilies because I have a few of my mother's, but I'd like a few more. I'm in this little, okay, so in this pink, although my room is blue, don't ask because that's not the color that I wanted. Okay, I wanted two different colors. Okay, and they painted in blue. Anyway, like I said, I'll tell you all when everything is done. Okay, but I'm going to go with it because I was living in the blue room for a year, 1 month, and 16 days. So, but I will change it around because I'm going to do some painting on it and stuff like that. I'm just trying to get everything packed, and like I said, we're having a okay. I have some things I need to unpack. We're having a yard sale Saturday. Whatever doesn't sell can go to a good home, VA, whatever. All right, and I'm just like I said, I'm just thankful. Every day I get up and I say, "Okay, God, let's go." You know what I mean? So, Tiffany, what you all do this weekend? Because I know it. Isn't that saying it's hot in Vegas? One of my friends, Fairy Treasures, she's in Vegas. And my youngest daughter is in Vegas. So I I really can't wait to do my special things and whatnot because I came on and stuff like that, but I just couldn't get my momentum going in the other house. So you know, and it was pretty, like I said. It was pretty, like I said. It was a really nice house and everything like that. Everybody that lived around there because we were on grounds, and it was like, and matter of fact, I was the pastor of the church that was right down the street years ago, and they would bring me things. And oh, did you? Yeah, yeah. Well, today they were saying it was like 101 or something like that, some kind of crazy number, because it's been 95, 94 here. I think it was 89 today, but the humidity was something else. But now the reason why I have this on, we have these air conditioner heat slash heater is up that they put up above, everything like that. And he put one in there and one in the other room in there. And so it just blows complete cold air. It makes it so daggone cold no matter what you do. No matter what you do, it is cold. Oh, okay. 115. This is hot. And see, I come from New England, so it gets hot there. That's true, but it don't stay for long. And I think the further north you go, like Canada and stuff like that, I think they only have like 2.5 months full of warm weather, maybe 3. You know what I mean? They don't have, from what I'm understanding, they don't have the kind of, introduction into spring and then into fall and stuff like that. It gets cold there real fast. I know you did. I know you. It was pretty. It was really pretty. Very nice, but just too big. I had already downsized from a big house to this house. And this house is not small. It's smaller than that house, but this house is not small. You know what I mean? It fits me because I can clean it. Even though I have somebody coming in to help me and stuff like that, I just take up where she left off. But yeah, be okay. You got to go into Ola Joe's because, And Sunita, there's like a few of those girls in there, well, women, not girls, can crochet their little butts off and make little animals and things like that. I don't think I'll ever get to that level, but all I want to do is just have enough to make some doilies and things like that and, whatever. So I'm getting ready to wrap up. So I will come on, I think Wednesday, because this is better than Tuesday, so it won't bump heads with you. Be okay. And And so we'll bump heads with you. But besides, I like watching you anyway. But and I will I'm going to tell everybody, like, give everybody kind of a little introduction as I go along of what's going to happen and stuff like that. Just pray the guys don't come in at the time that I'm supposed to be doing it, which I doubt because I'm going to try to tell them to come Tuesday. But I'm going to get ready to get off because I'm getting ready to wrap it up and clean everything up and go to bed because I got up early this morning. I got up early oh yeah. Ola Joe, you're going to like her. You're really going to like her. Her and her other friend, she has a group of friends that they do, DIYs together, and stuff like that. You're really going to like her. So I'm going to tell everybody good night. God bless. Stay safe and hold your family close. And I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to come on tomorrow, I think, because I'm going to be doing a review on some things because I'm going to buy some things from the dollar store. And I'm going to go see if I can find those bowls too. And thanks for spending time with me. Bye, Tiffany. Tell Michael I said hello. And I love you both. I love you all. Take care. And I was hopefully, God willing, see you tomorrow. Bye.